ॐ चरितं रघुनाथस्य शतकोटिप्रविस्तरम् एकैकमक्षरं प्रोक्तं महापातकनाशनम्. What makes a nation great? Is it the natural resources that a country has? Is it the rulers, bureaucracy, or judiciary? Is it the system of governance backed by written book of law? Is it the army and weaponry, scientists and poets? All this may be important, but one thing that determines the fate of the nation is its citizenry and their relationship with country. Ramayana is not a palace drama. It also covers the lives of ordinary people in detail. The citizens of Ayodhya teach us how to be active participants in the affairs of nation. Through them, we can learn that relationship between citizens and their rulers should be based solely on mutual respect and trust, and not on fear or worship. One can see in Ramayana that Ayodhya had a mix of teachers, professionals, traders, and service providers. All professionals were governed by their respective code of conduct, which was supervised by king. We find that there were people well versed in building bridges and roads, people who could build fine armory and other war equipments, skilled personnel who could make farm tools and accessories. They were all there. Valmiki even tells us that people skilled in fine artistry of making holes in diamonds were also there in Ayodhya. Huge institutions providing free education along with free food and accommodation to students were there. Entertainers like singers, dancers, acrobats, clowns were present. Totally, it was a vibrant society with enthusiastic and hard-working citizens. It is not in good times but in crisis that one's character is tested. How did people react during Rama's exile? Valmiki gives us a detailed account of this, and its study makes us appreciate the ordinary citizens of Ayodhya better. Initially, when they were told that Rama would be their future king, they celebrated. They rejoiced that Rama, who otherwise also was very keen about their well-being, was becoming their ruler. But everything changed overnight and people were devastated. They were vocal in their opposition. They cursed Kaikeyi in public and blamed Dasharatha for his reckless act. When Rama decides to follow his father's order, they also decided to follow Rama. Large group of people, including weak and old ones, decided that they will go along with him. When Rama did not agree to take them along, they still followed him. And Rama had to go away from them in the darkness of night. Especially commendable is the behavior of women folk during this crisis. They forced their husbands to follow Rama at any cost. When they came empty-handed after Rama deserted them, the women got very angry. Their harsh words to their husband show how much they revered Rama. Valmiki carefully notes that even those mothers who delivered that day were not happy, as it was the day when the tragedy unfolded. Later, when Bharata decides to go and convince Rama to come back, they followed him in large numbers. One thing that we should appreciate about them is that even for a moment they did not think of revolting against their king. That would have brought complete chaos to the already weakened state, making it easy for outside enemies to take over. They disagreed with king's bad decision, but they tried to sort it out internally. That shows how mature the citizens were. Sadly, it was the same public who later questioned the chastity of Sita, causing another tragedy. Their behavior was typical of crowd mentality. Rumors fly thick and fast in the absence of credible information, and people love to gossip about people in power. Private lives of people in public are often subject to speculation. In such cases, it is the responsibility of the person in question to take a stand and clear the doubts in people's mind. In summary, the people of Ayodhya showed how citizens should engage with country and their rulers. To be fearless and to hold the rulers accountable when they do mistakes is a lesson we can learn from them. We can also learn not to gossip too much about private lives of rulers. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यां परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु।